Hello children, this is the revision video for your half-yearly examination subject Social Science. Before moving on to the revision part, we will have a look at the portions and question pattern for your Social Science examination. Portions. For your half-yearly examination in Social Science, you have totally 6 lessons. 2 lessons from history, 2 lessons from geography and 2 lessons from social and political life. In history it is lesson 2 early humans and lesson 5 the Vedic period. And in geography it is lesson 2 globe a model of the earth and lesson 3 motions of the earth. And in social and political life it is lesson number 3 government and lesson number 4 essential of democracy. So totally you have 6 lessons, and in this 3 lessons you have already studied it for your second unit test. Okay children, next shall we see the question pattern? And now let us see the question pattern. Roman letter 1 is choose the correct answer, 8 marks. And Roman letter 2 is fill in the blanks. 8 questions will be asked and each carries 1 mark, so 8 marks. And Roman letter 3 match the following, 5 marks. Roman letter 4 true or false, 5 marks. Roman letter 5 is answer the following questions briefly. You will be asked 9 questions and you have to answer any 7. Each carries 2 marks. So totally 7 into 2 equal to 14 marks. Roman letter 6 is answer in detail. You will be asked 3 questions and you have to answer any 2. Each question carries 5 marks. So 2 into 5 equal to 10 marks. So totally you will be writing for 50 marks. And the duration is 1 hour 30 minutes. Lesson number 5 in history, the Vedic period. First we will revise the lessons which were taught after the second unit test. In this lesson Vedic period we studied about the Aryans and their spread in India. We also studied about the Vedas, the life of the people, the Inamgaon, that is the Chalcolithic settlement in the Deccan region, the burials and the megaliths. And now let us see the book back questions. In the book back exercise, learn all the 1 mark questions. Here you have the choose the correct option, fill in the blanks, state whether true or false. So learn all the 1 mark questions, and coming to the 2 mark question. Let us answer the following questions briefly. First question, who were Aryans? From which part of Asia did they come to India? Aryans were the nomadic group of people. Nomads means the people who move from one place to another. So the Aryans were the nomadic group of people who came to India from Central Asia. They came across the Hindu Kush ranges into the plains of the Indus Valley. Okay. And second question, what is karma? Karma means that the future depends on what you do in the present. So whatever we do in the present will be reflected to us in the future. That is karma. And third question, how can you say that the people of Inamgaon believed in life after death? So what is the evidence which tells Inamgaon believed in life after death? That is the question. Answer is, in Inamgaon, burials of the human remain have been found with earthenware and figurines. This shows that they believed in life after death. Fourth question, what are megaliths? Megaliths were large stones which were used to mark the sites of burials. So these megaliths were the large stones which represents that there is some burials beneath it. Okay. So these are the 2-mark questions in this lesson. And now let us move on to the detailed question. Answer the following questions in detail. First question. How was the society divided into 4 varnas? Explain in detail. First we should know what are the 4 varnas. The 4 varnas are the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas and the Sudras. So during this Vedic period, the society was divided into 4 groups based on these varnas. Now let us see about these 4 varnas. The Brahmins. The Brahmins were learned people and they worked as priests, teachers and doctors. And next comes the Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas were the rulers and the warriors. Their duty is to protect the people. And the third group is the Vaishyas. The Vaishyas were the agriculturists, craftsperson and traders. Traders means the people who do business. And the last one is the Shudras. The Shudras performed unskilled jobs like sweeping, cleaning, etc. So therefore, during the Vedic period, the society was divided into 4 groups based on these 4 varnas. And next is Geography Lesson 3, Motions of the Earth. In this lesson, we studied about the rotation of the Earth, revolution of the Earth and also the seasons. Coming to the book back exercises, learn all the 1 marks, that is the choose the correct answer, fill up and true or false. Coming to the 2-mark question. First question, define rotation. What is meant by rotation, children? Yes, the movement of the earth on its axis is called rotation. So our earth takes 24 hours for one complete rotation. Second question, what would happen if the earth did not rotate? So what will happen, children? Yes, if the earth did not rotate, one half of the earth would have not got light and one half of the earth would have extremely hot and the other would be extremely cold. So therefore life would not be possible on this earth. Third question, what is revolution? The movement of the earth in its orbit around the sun is called revolution. And fourth question, name the 4 seasons. So you would be aware of this. The 4 seasons are summer, winter, autumn and spring. Okay children, and now let us move on to the detailed question. Answer the following in detail. First question, write down any 3 differences between rotation and revolution. We have already studied what is meant by rotation and revolution, isn't it? So rotation means it is the movement of the earth on its axis and revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun. Second point is it takes 24 hours for one complete rotation and it takes 365 and quarter days for one complete revolution. Third point, rotation causes day and night and revolution causes seasons. The next lesson is Essential of Democracy, which is 4th lesson in social and political life. In this lesson, we studied about what is meant by democracy. So, democracy is the form of government where the people select their leaders. We also studied about the participation of the people in democracy, how they elect their representatives, and how the people attract the attention of the government. We also studied about the role of media, the responsibility of the elected representatives, and the conflicts and their management. And we also studied about the levels of the conflict. In this lesson also learn all the 1 marks children. And now coming to the 2 mark question. Answer the following briefly. First question. Why do we need rules? We need rules so that everything happens in a proper manner and people lead a life without any fear and exploitation. Second question. Who make rules and policies to govern the country? The elected representative of the people make rules and policies to govern the country. Third question. What do you understand by universal adult franchise? This is an important question, children. It is the principle. Okay. So the universal adult franchise is a principle where every adult citizen is granted the right to vote and be a member to the process of making the government. And fourth question, mention any 2 steps taken by the government to ensure equality to the people. So what are the 2 steps taken by the government to ensure equality among the people? The government has abolished untouchability and has declared it as a crime. And second step is equal opportunities are proved to all and everyone, and they are given equal rights and they are equal in the eyes of the law. So these are the 2 steps taken by the government to ensure equality to the people. Detailed question. Answer the following question in detail. First question. How is the government formed in a democracy? So you have to write the steps. That is how the government formed in a democracy. That is, you have to write in steps how the people elect their representatives in order to form the government. The first step is, in democracy, elections are held after every 5 years. And people contest the election to become a representative of the people and compete with each other. All adult citizens cast their vote through voting machine. And after voting, counting is held and the party which gets majority of seats form the government. So this is how the government is formed in a democracy. And now coming to the lessons which we have studied already. Lesson 2 in geography, globe, a model of the earth. What is meant by globe? The globe is a miniature model of the earth. And we studied about what is an axis. The axis is an imaginary line passing from one point of the anchor to the other part of the earth. The axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. We also studied about the latitudes and the longitudes. The important latitudes are equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. And then we studied about the heat zones. They are the torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. We also studied about the local time and the standard time. Learn all the 1 mark questions which is given in the book back exercise. And now let us move on to the 2 mark question. Answer the following questions briefly. First question, what is a globe? What does it show? So what is a globe, children? Globe is a miniature model of the earth. And in the globe what all we can see? It shows where and how the various land masses exist and the location of rivers and oceans. Second question, write a short note on frigid zone. Frigid zone is located between the Arctic Circle and North Pole in the northern hemisphere and Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern hemisphere. This part of the globe gets slanting rays of the sun and receives very little heat energy. So this region remains extremely cold. Third question, what is the prime meridian? Prime meridian is the 0 degree longitude. It is an imaginary line running through astronomical observatory at Greenwich near London. Fourth question, what is local time? All places falling under a particular meridian are known to have one time. This is known as local time. Answer in detail. First question, explain the heat zones of the earth. So if this question is asked, you have to explain this answer with the help of the diagram as shown in the figure. There are three heat zones of the earth. They are torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. The torrid zone receives direct rays from the sun, so this region is the hottest, and the temperate zone receives slightly slanting rays, so therefore the temperature is moderate, and in the frigid zone it receives highly slanting rays from the sun, so therefore this region is extremely cold, and you have to explain it detailedly as given here. And next lesson is lesson number 3, in social and political life, government. In this lesson we studied about the types of government. They are the monarchy system, dictatorship and the democracy. Learn all the 1 mark questions, and coming to the 2 marks, answer the following questions briefly. First question, what is government? So what is the government, children? Government means a body, an institution or a group of people which takes decision about how to manage the affairs of the country. Second question, why do we need a government? In a region where so many different people live together, they will live, work and behave differently. So in a society, people of different religion, caste live together. This would lead to fights, quarrel, conflicts and so on. Therefore, they have to be controlled and managed by a system. So there is a need of a government to ensure that all the citizens live safely and harmoniously without any conflict. So therefore, we need a government. Third question, list 2 features of democracy. So in a democracy form of government, people elect their leaders who form laws for them. So we already know that in a democracy, people elect their own representative. In democracy, people have the rights to change the government if they are not satisfied with it. Answer the following questions in detail. Explain the 3 levels of government. What are the 3 levels of the government? They are the national level, state level and local level. For this question also you have to draw this diagram and explain. Local level government. The government at the village, community, locality, town and district level are known as the local government. State level. State level is slightly higher than the local level. They look after the affairs of the state. They also pass orders to the local government and also see that the local level government functions properly. And next is the national level. This is the highest level and they are responsible for the whole country. They pass orders to the state government on some matters and they check out that the state government functions properly. And next is history lesson to early humans. In this lesson we studied about the Stone Age. That is the life of the early humans who lived long ago. The Stone Age is divided into 3. They are the Paleolithic period, Mesolithic period and Neolithic period. We also studied about the features of the Paleolithic period, Mesolithic period and we had a case study on Deccan. Do you remember, children? Yes. In this lesson also learn all the 1 mark questions. Coming to the 2 mark questions, answer the following questions briefly. First question, how many period is the Stone Age divided? Mention the time period. So we know that the Stone Age is divided into 3 periods. They are Paleolithic period, Mesolithic period and Neolithic period. Second question, how did early humans cover their bodies? Answer is, early humans covered their bodies with leaves or bark of the trees. Third question, why did early humans live in caves? The early humans lived in caves to protect himself from wild animals and also to protect himself from rain and extreme heat. Fourth question, why are early humans called food gatherers? Early humans are called as food gatherers because he did not know how to grow food. So he moves from one place to another in search of food. That is, the early humans don't know how to cook, so therefore they wandered from one place to another and they collected foods. So they are called as the food gatherers. Answer the following questions in detail. What type of tools were used by the early humans? What were these tools used for? So the answer for this question is, early humans used tools made up of bones and stones, and they used these tools to skin the animals, to make arrows and spears for the purpose of hunting, cutting of roots and fruits, and also to dig the ground to get roots of the plants. Okay, children? Okay, children, prepare well for your social science exam. First, finish off all the 1 marks in all the 6 lessons and then move on to the 2 marks and 5 marks. Prepare well. All the best.